Deni Avdija is beginning to break out for this Washington Wizards team. In the 5 games of February thus far, he's averaging 14.6 points, 6.6 rebounds, 1.2 steals, but even better, he's shooting 41% from downtown on 4.5 threes per game. Now, he's a good playmaker, he's a great defender, and I guess in his brief 2.5 years in the NBA, he's been an inconsistent shooter. But what Deni Avdija has been doing in the last, I would say, 2 months is not only is he shooting better, which is even better, that can really take his game to the next level, but a large reason he's taken his game, or is beginning to kind of break out for this team, is he's being more aggressive. He is doing what he does best, and that is playmaking, and he's been finishing at the rim at a much higher level. He's adjusting to the NBA speed. Welcome back to the channel, though. Today we're talking a little bit about Deni because this Wizards team is, they're just pretty fascinating. You know, all season, all trade deadline, or, off season, whatever it was, is the big question surrounding this Wizards team is, are they going to be stuck in mediocrity? Are they going to be a mediocre team? Are they going to just barely get into the 6th seed and then lose in the first round? What's next for this team? And while there still are looming questions for this squad, you still have Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma, KP. It is a kind of sneaky deep team if guys can continue to improve, and that's just what we've been seeing. Deni specifically is improving on a month-to-month, even game-to-game basis as he adjusts to the NBA speed. So hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post daily NBA content along with some NFL videos. But we were talking about this on my show today because I've really loved how he's been able to use his body to get into the paint and kind of just pushing around guys. It's something we didn't see too much of it in his first season, in his second season, and we know he's a great defender. We know he's a very talented defender. He just turned 22 like 44, 45 days ago, and we love talking about him on the show because he's a very fascinating player to watch when he's doing well, especially, and he's just acclimating to the NBA speed, and the NBA is a very aggressive league. As much as the flops kind of, the NBA, the not top 10 flops are always on there. It's a very physical, very aggressive league, and he's got to use his body to, especially when you get down below in the paint. If you're an inconsistent shooter, which he's been getting a lot more consistent in this month of February, but for example, January shooting splits, solid 46.5% from the field, but just 21.2% from downtown. If you're not the best shooter, you got to attack, you got to drive, you got to finesse your way, you got to body bulldoze players, and it's all finally coming together for Deni, which is great because it's for the majority of his career. We've seen plenty of flashes. He still had, even though he didn't shoot good from downtown in the months of January and even December, we're still seeing a lot of flashes, but now it's been like 5 straight consistent games at least. I think you could argue we've seen 10 to 12 good games from Deni, and for this Washington Wizards team in the bigger picture, that's a huge key. If Deni evolves into a star, that changes the outlook of their whole squad. And at just 22 years old, the NBA world is his oyster. One of the most underrated parts about him outside of his defense and improvement is just being reliable. Last season, for example, he played 82 games. In today's era with, management, injury management, just rest nights, there are not too many guys who are going to play 82 games in a season. So I'm loving what I'm seeing. I know you Wizards fans are as well. Hopefully the NBA world is starting to open their eyes to Deni, but as always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. If you want more Wizards content, if you want more Deni footage, Deni videos, let me know down below.